Hi guys, I'm Gabby and welcome to my channel if it's your first time here, and if you're returning, thank you so much and welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 10 top most mistakes that people make at their visa interview. So the visa interview is one of the most important parts of your entire visa process. And a successful interview typically ends in you getting your visa granted. So let's discuss these 10 top mistakes so we can make sure when you go to your visa interview, you get approved and you walk away getting your immigrant visa. First top mistake that people make during their visa interview is not being prepared for the interview, like not having the necessary documents that are required for your particular visa category. It's important to read up on your particular visa category in advance so you can have all the necessary documentations that's required of you and that you can collect all the necessary evidence to show that you qualify for this particular visa. Although not every visa interview will be entirely the same, there are some basic questions that are generally asked of all applicants. It'll be good of you to go ahead and take some time to be familiar with these questions and go ahead and prepare appropriate responses to these questions. You and your spouse could do like a mock interview and just go over some of the common questions so you can have a general idea of how you will respond. Moreover, if there are some red flags or things that you feel will come up as an issue for your case, those are the things you really need to prepare for and kind of come up with the appropriate responses, because more than likely they will be asked of you. The second top mistake that people make during their visa interview is not providing complete and truthful information. It's very important that you provide complete and accurate and truthful information during your visa interview, and to be honest and transparent. Don't guess and make up stories or try to avoid questions because you feel that they are a sensitive topic. It is very important that you provide complete and truthful information during your visa interview and to be honest and transparent. Don't guess and make up stories in front of a visa officer. Providing incomplete or inaccurate information can lead to delays or your visa being denied, and even could result in a permanent ban from entering the US. So third mistake that people make during their visa interview is providing incomplete documentation. Keeping your documentations well organized can also leave a positive impression on the consular officer. One of the main objectives of the visa interview is to investigate whether the information provided on your visa application is true and authentic. Every document is assessed and evaluated. So even if just one piece of paper is missing that's required for the officer to verify, it automatically reduces your chances of getting your visa approved. So make sure you prepare your folder with the documentations a day in advance of your visa interview and check to make sure all your required documents are packed and ready to go. The fourth mistake that people make during their visa interview is being tardy, being late to the interview. This can be shown as a lack of respect, and even more so if you're late, they can cancel your interview and not see you. So in order to avoid that, make sure you arrive early so that you can avoid any unexpected delays and make sure that you arrive on time for your visa interview. The fifth mistake that people make during their visa interview is providing too much information. Stick to what the question is being asked of you. Of course, we want to be confident, but there's a fine line between confidence and overconfidence. We have individuals who may show up overconfident and feel as though that they can outsmart the officer by providing additional information. But this is not necessary, because this can lead to additional questions being asked that you aren't prepared for, or additional questions that aren't in your favor. The sixth mistake that people make during their visa interview is inconsistent information. Make sure the information that you provide during your visa interview is consistent with what you provided in your documentation. Any information that you provide that's inconsistent can go against you in your case. Number 7 should go without saying, but I will mention it here, and that is arguing with the consulate officer. Never, ever, ever argue with the consular officer. Even if you disagree with something that he or she is saying or doing, please avoid being confrontational or argumentative. Remember, this officer has a final say as to whether or not your visa will be approved. If an officer feels disrespected or humiliated, more than likely this will not end in your favor. Number 8 is having poor communication. Poor communication is one of the top reasons that your visa can be denied. If English is not your first language, you can request an interpreter to attend the interview with you. They typically offer this at the beginning of your interview, or you can have one there with you in advance. The next tip is kind of in line with communication as well. Tip number 9, which is having too much communication, talking too much. Remember, you're the one being interviewed, it's not the other way around. So keep your communication brief and to the point. Speak only when you've been asked a question for you to answer. And the final tip that we have in this video is appearing nervous. Of course, it's natural to be nervous in your visa interview, but try to remain calm and composed. If you're not, this can lead the consular officer to be suspicious of you and your intentions. The consular officer has to rely on limited information provided by you, so their judgment will be highly influenced by how you react to questions, your body language, and the authenticity of your answers. So having a healthy dose of confidence is the key to being successful during your visa interview. Okay, so these are the 10 top mistakes that I'm sharing in this video, but if you have some that you would like to share, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share with others who you think may find it helpful, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.